Okay, so I just wanted to look again at that because it looks really interesting. Let me take off this red and this one here. So that's what I posted this morning. If we consider this as an ABC and we have it validated quite nicely here when we did the first move up on the DXY that stops on the trend line, but it stopped to right on the 61.8 here. Let me put the value on the top. Okay, we see them better here. So we stop right there. We don't know if it's the trend line or this one, but we know it's here, and we know it has been in a way it has been holding. So if we look at that, so we broke it, we went back nearly to the 50%, came back inside, came back on the 61.8, and now we are coming back. I think we can spike above. If we would break it, we could go to the 50% perhaps. But what is interesting here is we have some lower target. If I do the same on the EURUSD, if I do the same here, sorry for the dog barking, I have something cleaner. So I take this ABC and 1 second. Sorry. So I take this ABC here. ABC, okay, and we see the C projection is at 116.21, which is randomly, of course, the bottom of that one. So I like that a lot. And what we see there too is we see how we have been playing a little bit better in between the fib levels. So we broke here on the move down, we broke the 38.2 like butter. We came back, but you see we have been holding here on the 32.36. We have been holding here on the 61.8. We came back inside the 50%. We see the 61.8 has been holding the price, and we see that we stopped to the pip on the 76.40, and then we came a little bit lower to 78.6. Normally, when we do this, when we broke the 61.8 and when we came back to retest it, we go to the lower levels. In that case, the target is the 1-to-1, and the 1-to-1 is 116.21, as I just said at the beginning. We have several levels on the way. We know we have other ABC that I have hidden for now, but we know we have this big weekly support here with many weekly bodies, candle, and things like that. All those red things are from the other ABC. So if we put everything together, let me change the color of the big monthly. I will put it, let's say, in dark blue. So we have a little bit a cleaner image. So what we see here, that is the 1-to-1 of the monthly ABC, and we see we have here the 1-to-1 of the daily at the same place, and the 1-to-72 of the 4 hours. So that's really nice. It really gives a very big confluence area between 116 and 116.20, like in 20-30 pips area. So that's very, very good there. And on the way, we have the level where we would stop. We would stop here, probably back again when we will come back to test this 76.4, 78.6, and we have there where we stop for now the 78.6 to the pip. Same thing that we have seen here with 61.8. So it's something I like to keep in mind, because that gives us, look how this 76.4 has been working and the 78.6 has been working really nicely. And look how Even here, we have been rejecting the backtest. We have been backtesting and rejecting with a nice acceleration. That tells us a lot. This acceleration here down, it's a very impulsive move after retesting the 61.8. So it's not to the pip in those one. We have overshooted of like 10 pips, but that's nothing. So it looks really interesting. Now we are coming back inside the 76.4. We already broke it, but that's an important area. So due to the fact that it's thin market, we can probably range here before we would break back. At the time we would close under this 68.6 there at 117.60 more or less, let's say, to make it easier, 117.60. When we will break back under that, we will probably bounce from this one, come back and stay ranging here before going there. It will not go fast, I think, unless FOMC does it, but it will not go fast because we have a thin market and we have a lot of support and resistances on the way. But that's giving us a really nice roadmap. Let me change that a little bit. And that's something we should, or we can, it's up to you, but keep in mind. I will keep a close eye on that thing because it looks really more on Euro USD. It looks to be really working nicely. So of course we had on the Euro USD, let me take the other chart. Here it is. So beside those ABC fib, when we did this bottom there, we had some green levels too. So that's creating a confluence, and we have the same confluence over there. So it's interesting to keep that in mind, and that those levels will give us more important thing to look at, because we see it has been reacting nicely and it's giving us a really nice target at 116.21, which was since the beginning my lowest target, because it's we have some fib there. If we look at the fib chart, if I'm not wrong, we have this fib there, and it's exactly the nearly the same measurement, because that one, yes, it's the same ABC I had here. So it's something I really like, especially because this target as 1-to-1 is right on this bottom. So here, if we get there, or when we would get there, we will be heavily long Euro USD.